Most of my friends living outside Lagos that hear that I'm in Lagos think I'm flexing. They think I'm living the life, but they don't know that there are many sides or many things that are wrong with this particular side of Nigeria. In this video, I'm going to be telling you what it's like to live in Lagos. Things to consider before moving to Lagos, because I've been here for more than 6 years. So I think I have graduated, or I think I have moved up the ladder to be considered a Lagosian. And I think I can say a few things about what it is or what it feels like to live in Lagos. So let's get into the video. Number one thing to consider before moving to Lagos is transportation. Abadakataja. If you want to move to Lagos, consider your transportation, because first of all, transportation is not cheap. Well, compared to most places, it's better when you live on the mainland. Do you understand? If you live on the mainland like me, and you are going from Oshodi to Ikeja, it's cheap. Like, let's say 200 naira from Oshodi to Ikeja. Nice. But if you are moving to the island, hold your money. If you are moving to the island, or you are going to be staying in the island, and you want to be transporting yourself all around Lagos, just to move from the island to the mainland. Let's say you get money, you like convenience. You don't want to be entering Danfo like the rest of us, because Danfo is, if you take Danfo from one end to another, that's when it's cheap. Or you take BRT. Most people that don't know BRT is like luxurious bus, and it's quite affordable. It was brought to Lagos by the Lagos state government to be able to subsidize our transport fare for us, so we're able to move from one place to another with ease. So if you are taking BRT, it's cheap, it's affordable. It's not cheap though, but it's affordable. With this point in Nigeria, it is affordable. If you are moving from one place to another on the mainland, and you're taking Danfo, it's affordable. But be ready, be alert for the agberos on the road. Be ready to sharpen your tongue, either to keep quiet when conductor is insulting you because you refuse to bring enough change to give to conductor, or you refuse to give conductor 200 naira change, but you are giving conductor that told you that it doesn't have change. You are giving the conductor 1,000 naira. Because you think that every other person in the bus brought change except you. Be ready to either keep quiet or fight back by insulting the conductor back. Then, when it comes to agberos on the road, you need to be on high alert. When you come down from your bus, you need to be able to look left and right without actually moving your head. That means your eyes need to have the ability to swing from one place to another. Then, when you want to take bus in Lagos and people are swarming the area of the bus you want to take, move back. Your house not dey run. Your house not dey run. Your house not go run leave you. Take your time, guide your properties, because right now Lagos, they are not smiling when it comes to stealing phones. They steal phones where people are gathered. So hide your belongings, hold yourself well, and watch left and right. Stand for your corner. Let people who are dragging for bus drag, because believe me, 60% of those people dragging for bus are not going anywhere. 60% of the people dragging for bus are those people that are there to steal from the people that are actually going somewhere. So if you want to drag for bus, or if you think you are going to be late, that's why you want to drag for bus, learn to leave home early for your appointment, because the buses, some of them will carry, like, if you are going from Oshodi to Ikeja, they will stop at PWD, they will stop at they will stop at 3 places before they will get to Ikeja. So if you are going somewhere by 10 o'clock, you have an appointment by 10, leave your house by 7, because first off, the bus might not come quick, or the bus might not be completely filled up, and most bus drivers don't leave until their buses are completely filled up. The bus might not be completely filled up before they leave. So when you go there by 7 to the bus stop, you wait, you enter the bus, they are moving slowly, picking people along the way. By 10 o'clock at least, by 9:30, you'd have gotten to where you are going. You won't need to drive for bus, you won't need to rush anywhere. So if you are leaving home and you are taking public transport in Lagos, leave home early, at least 3 hours before your appointment, so you'll not be late to where you are going to. Then if you have private car, you need to wake up as early as those that are taking public transport, because by 7 o'clock or 6:30 the roads will be congested. Lagos is the land of go slow. In fact, Lagos is not the land of go slow. Lagos is the land of hold up. You know what hold up means? The congestion that is worse than go slow. You know what is go slow? When you are at least moving little by little in that traffic jam, you are moving, you are moving. That's go slow. But when you see hold up, that is when you remain in the traffic jam, or you remain in the go slow for at least 3 hours. It's serious. If you're taking public transport, prepare yourself and leave home as early as possible, so you'll be able to get to where you are going to as quickly as possible. And if you are moving on 3rd Mainland Bridge in Lagos, you are moving to the island, or you are moving to the mainland, but your job is at the island, because let's face it, most of the great jobs in Lagos that at least pay well, they are on the island. So if you are going to be driving from the mainland to the island, you need to leave home as quickly or as early as possible, because the traffic jam or the hold up on 3rd Mainland Bridge, that hold up will make you regret your life choices of moving down to Lagos. So that is that for transportation. Now let's talk about housing. In Lagos, you will get a big room, but it's just like a closet. It's just like a cupboard. Something that is as small as how many square feet? Something that is as small as your village kitchen. Your landlord will tell you to pay 500k to live there for a year. Maka, why? Why will you pay 500k to live in a cupboard? That is even on the mainland though. Not talk of what people on the island are experiencing when it comes to housing. I believe that island life or Lagos Island is overrated. I will tell you why it's overrated. On the mainland here, we have ghettos, but not everywhere is ghetto. We have places like Magodo, where the rich and affluent live. We have places like Surulere, where the rich and affluent live. We have places like Isolo, where the rich and affluent live. Their houses are expensive, don't get me wrong, but it's not as worse as living on the island. Here in Oshodi, we have two parts of Oshodi. We have the slump, the really terrible places. Because when I was looking for a house, or when I was looking for housing with my younger sister, we went through a lot. We were taken to many places. You know what they call Agbole? Family house. We were taken to family house. We were taken to rat-infested house. And those houses, mind you, they were not cheap. So if you are coming to Lagos, prepare your mind that they are not coming for luxury living. The houses are expensive, and the houses, some of them are old. The new houses are small. Some old houses are beautiful, they are big, but they are very expensive. But also there is a but to living in an old house. It might be sold one day. It might be sold one day. So if you're coming to Lagos to live, I just suggest you live in either a new house. Prepare yourself that the house is going to be very small, or might be small. If it's big, it's going to be very expensive, like 750, 1 million naira to rent such houses. Even in Oshodi, 750, 1 million naira to rent big houses that are new. But old houses, you might get big house that is cheap. Like my house, it's big, it's convenient, it's cheap, but it's old, and I'm scared that one day the children of my late landlord might sell the house and I'll have to look for somewhere to live. So you will always have that, and that fear that one day the house might be sold and another new building erected on that same land. So now let's talk about island. Island is overrated. People are just packing to island, and most people don't know that just like you have different parts on the mainland, you also have different parts on the island. We have the affluent area on the mainland, we have the trenches on the mainland. Just like the island, you have the trenches on the island. There are many people that say they stay on the island, but you don't know that they live in the slums on the island. How can somebody be staying at Aja and you come and be carrying shoulder up for people that are staying on the mainland, saying you are staying on the island? I have been to Aja before. There is nothing great about staying in Aja. I can hear Lekki phase 1. I can hear Admiralty. If those ones carry shoulder up for me, I might still consider. But are you the one paying the house rent? Are you the only one living in that house? Are you not up to 20 that are sharing that particular room that you are staying at Lekki phase 1? You will see like 16 girls will be in one house, and they are looking down on those of us that are living alone in big house with water on the mainland. They are looking down on us like, you stay on the mainland. I can't stay on the mainland. Do you even have water? Another disadvantage of staying on the mainland is water. They don't have good water. Most people that stay on the island, they think Lagos doesn't have water. Here on the mainland, we have good, clean water. We have bowls everywhere. We have pure waters that are nice that you won't drink and fall sick after 2 days. We have bottled waters that are nice that you won't drink and fall sick. But on the island, many of my friends that live there have complained about how they are scared to even buy buka food because they don't know which water that they use to prepare that food. People staying on the island, most of the people staying on the island have had to resort to having tankers bring water from the mainland down to the island because they don't have water there. Their water are like NYSC camp tea. Their waters, some of them, their water in their house, they are not clean. And when they come to the mainland, they act like they don't shit. Not shade to anybody though. But I still think that Lagos Island is overrated. You won't stay in Songote though. You won't stay in Aja. There are some fine places in Ajasha, so I don't have any problem with them. But there are some deep places that are slums in Aja. There are some deep places that are slums in Lekki. There are some deep places that are slums in Ibeju Lekki. You can't stay in Songote though. You can't stay in Aja. You can't stay in Ibeju Lekki, and you start raising shoulder up when you come to the island, like when you come to the mainland, like you are living in heaven. So when you are coming to Lagos, take into consideration that houses in Lagos are not cheap, both on the island and on the mainland. So prepare yourself. Another thing about housing in Lagos is also congestion. Congestion, in Lagos houses. It's like you from your house and see the next person's window. That's how close we are. The housing situation is so worst in Lagos, up to the extent that you can stretch your mouth from your house and kiss your neighbor. That's how close our houses are in Lagos. So if you want to move to Lagos, just have it at the back of your mind that you need to buy good ventilating system, like good fan or good AC, because their houses are pressed together. It's like they don't even want to give space for them to even build third road. That's how close the houses are. So put that in mind. The houses are very close. Another thing to consider when moving to Lagos is the foot traffic. The foot traffic is so bad that when you are walking on the streets, like the marketplaces, there is no how you want to walk past market or walk past bus stop. There is always serious foot traffic that people will even start to press you. That's why Agoro used to have business every day. They will come, they will walk by you, pretend like they want to eat, like they want to knock you, then they will steal from you. It's because of foot traffic. If they are doing big roads, wider roads, few houses, few structures built together, we would have seen a lot of spaces to be able to walk freely over here in Lagos. We also have food. Food is expensive in Lagos. When it comes to pepper, tomato, onions, they are not cheap over here in Lagos. So put that in mind when you are coming to Lagos, that food is not cheap. Now rice no be child's play. Rice, beans, garri no be child's play. Stuff in general in Lagos no be beans, it's very very expensive. So put that in mind. Also talk about job hunting in Lagos. Most of you that come to Lagos, you think that, or most of you that are living outside of Lagos think that they are picking jobs in Lagos. It's not so. At least from my own experience, it is not like that. When you are coming to Lagos, prepare for the fact that you might not get a job as quickly as you think you would, and also prepare for the fact that you have to wake up as early as those people who are coming from winch meeting because you want to go to work. That's how serious it is to live in Lagos. So when you are coming, prepare for the fact that you will have to, your sleeping pattern will change. You will come home from work late, then go to work early. And also, it's not easy to get a job in Lagos or anywhere. All I just want to say is, when you are coming to Lagos, prepare yourself mentally for all these things that I've mentioned, because Lagos living is not easy. And just like people before me have always been saying, when you dey come Lagos, shine your eyes, open your eyes, because Lagos is not for the faint-hearted. When you come to Lagos, they will show you what it feels like to live in Lagos. If you are a Lagosian and they never thief from you, you never lost anything since you come Lagos, I help you happy, mama. Oh, when I first came to Lagos, they showed me what it feels like to live in Lagos. They stole my full bag, they stole my phone, they stole. In fact, I've lost a lot of things in Lagos here. The fact that I'm still standing is just by the glory of God. So if you're moving to Lagos, be careful, shine your eyes, get shmula for hand, get serious money. Not get too much of money, because there are still affordable places in Lagos, and also need to pack your full family and friends money come, but have enough money to be able to live. We've reached the end of today's video. Please don't forget to comment, like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.